Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's DLloyd. So we have an injury update, some good news and some bad news that we had to talk about this weekend. First and foremost though, hopefully everybody is having a great weekend. I am sitting here watching the Kentucky-Tennessee game, and man, it's a great game. And I'm just so excited for March Madness to begin shortly, man. So it's going to be a fun time, man. Also, we have the playoff push. A lot of good basketball being played at this moment, and it's great to just be a fan. But we have to talk about injuries as a part of the game, right? And unfortunately, let's start with the bad news first. For the Indiana Pacers, Bennedict Mathurin will be out for the remainder of the season. He will have to go through shoulder surgery. Now that is a tough blow. Bennedict Mathurin, a really good player. Second year in the NBA. Unbelievable talent. You know, his confidence is clearly there as well. And this is a big hit for Indiana. Now, if you look at the standings currently, they are 35-29 in 8th place in the Eastern Conference, right behind the Philadelphia 76ers. They have a little bit of a gap between the Chicago Bulls, as currently they are the 9 seed at 31-32, and then the 10th spot, and then a bigger gap again. So I don't think this removes Indiana from the play-in. Going up into the 6th spot, which still they're only a half a game behind the Miami Heat as the 6th seed. I think this impacts that. We will see what happens with Miami. That is a team that everybody's going to try to chase to, avoid that play-in game. But losing Bennedict Mathurin could be a tough blow. And when you take a look on Cleaning the Glass, you take a look really at all the lineups and the efficiencies, right, with Bennedict Mathurin in there. Surprisingly, they haven't been the greatest. They haven't been the greatest, even though he has played really well. So a hit overall for the team. I don't really think we will see a crazy impact. I think there will be an impact without a doubt. You lose a guy that can score and just has that motor. I think that will definitely hurt them to a certain extent. But I do think they're fine when it comes to the play-in. I don't really even see them falling below 8, to be honest. I don't see Chicago raise it up far enough to surpass them. So I still think right now the Pacers end up as the 8th seed, double elimination range, and hopefully they can get the job done for Pacers fans against the playoffs, because this team is so fun to watch, man. They are so fun to watch. I'm not even a Pacers fan, but I am now. It's kind of like the Kings. I like watching Sacramento. They get points. That's exactly kind of what you see here in Indiana. As long as they could keep things, going the way it was earlier in the season, I think they'll be just fine. Halliburton went through a slump. He'll be fine as well. Now, going on to better news when it comes to the injury front, we're going to go to the team in the 9th spot. That is the Chicago Bulls, getting good news really about almost everybody on their team, which is always good to see. So Billy Donovan, he talked about Lonzo Ball, and he talked about Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, who he is done for the season. He is ahead of schedule in his recovery. Now looks like a 3-month recovery timetable instead of 4 to 6 months. So that is great for Zach LaVine. Great for the Bulls if they decide to keep him and roll with Zach LaVine next season. Of course, they have that option of trading him in the offseason, but that is a good sign for Zach LaVine. Always want players to be healthy, and somebody who we have not seen on the court since 2022, Lonzo Ball. Now, what they said is very promising. He is taking major steps forward in his return from that knee injury. He is now running. No contact, of course, no contact, but he is sprinting and cutting on the court. So we are finally seeing progress for Lonzo Ball. When will he get back on the court? I still do not know. There are people that are hesitant in saying that he will be back. But we'll see, man. It's been a devastating injury for Lonzo Ball. Next season will be the final year of that 4-year, I believe it was $85 million contract. So a very important situation for the Bulls, a very important year for Lonzo Ball. We will see ultimately what ends up happening. Like I said, we would love to see them back on the court. And last time we seen Lonzo with the Bulls, he was playing really well. I believe he was averaging like 13 and 5. Solid numbers that you want out of a point guard, man. So him coming back to that Bulls team will be huge, but contract year, he's gonna have to do something, and we'll see if he can, man. But definitely shout out to Lonzo Ball, former Laker. I like Lonzo, man. So that's the injury update. Just wanted to come out here, talk to you about those injuries, man, because I think those are pretty big things to talk about, man. Because Lonzo Ball, if he get back on the court, going to be big. Bennedict Mathurin, one of the important pieces for the Indiana Pacers, but I think they have enough depth to keep it moving even without him, even though they're going to take a loss. But you guys let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. What do you think the Pacers could do in the playoffs or the play-in tournament without Bennedict Mathurin? And what do you guys think about Lonzo Ball's career? Will we see him back on the NBA courts, or is this injury unfortunately going to keep him out for a little while longer? Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. As usual, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do me a favor, go ahead and leave this video a like. It helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.